now, especially post-COVID, right? That's how people have changed. Just go out there and have fun. Thanks a lot for joining in. But now we're going to start talking about the budget. And then once again, all the chatter will be on capital gains tax. So Prashant has put some data together. Prashant, is it all noise?
I mean, on some aspects it is. And let me tell you why. So this is not a budget 2023, what to watch out for. Rather, this piece is about budget 2023, what not to watch out for. And that's basically the capital gains taxation regime. Already you're starting to hear this like clockwork. Every budget, I think the one thing which happens is the rumor mill starts working overtime, and people start talking about how there will be changes to this tax rate, that tax rate, especially on the capital gains tax side. Now, what we're saying is it's best to just ignore all of this because no one knows. And I'll tell you why. Where did this kind of rumor mongering in that sense start from, right? It started from an interview that the former Revenue Secretary gave CNBC-TV18 on in November, 29th of November. He spoke with my colleague Shireen Ban, and he spoke about the subject. And what did he say? He said, we had done some preparation. Now it will depend on policymakers. Some preparation on, of course, reviewing the capital gains tax regime. He said one thing is for sure, that our capital gains tax regime is very complicated and it needs simplification. We have buckets, we have different time periods, different taxation rates, and all of this needs cleaning up. And he ended by saying the time to do it maybe was yesterday. We will find out on the 1st of February. That interview, I think, sparked off this debate. This is the Revenue Secretary at that point saying this, that maybe we will hear something this time around. But he also made it clear it's up to the policymakers. He's not involved in the policy, in the budget making, so it's up to them, and we can find out. Now, I'm not saying that nothing is going to happen. Something can happen, most definitely. All I'm saying is, this rumor comes back every time. People talk about it. Sometimes markets are gripped by fear. There is actual selling which takes place, and we only come back and find out on the 1st of Feb if something has happened or not. Let me just quickly put out the lay of the land in terms of why this capital gains tax regime is so complicated, right? This is, all these columns, this is the instrument. So equities, listed stocks, international equity funds, unlisted equity. This is the short-term capital gains tax. So, for example, listed equity short-term is 15%. The slab rate, of course, is whatever income tax slab you fall under. This is the long-term capital gains tax, different, of course. And then this is the holding period, which makes you eligible for the availment of the long-term capital gains tax benefit, right? So again, this is different, and this is what Mr. Bajaj was talking about with respect to the different slabs and all of the complication, really. And I'm not even mentioning all. I'm just mentioning, I think, about 8 or 9 instruments: listed bonds, real estate, gold, ETF, etc. I think are the others where you can see, I mean, there are different changes, and it really needs a tax expert if you want to kind of simplify all of this, even to file your return in some cases. I spoke to a range of Big Four tax experts, and this is the feedback that I got, right? And I'm kind of simplifying this here. Many said that this is the last full budget before the election in 2024, so it's possible that the government may want to do something which is meaningful in terms of tax rationalization. It's not an unreasonable kind of expectation. Most agree that rationalization of the holding period threshold will be the first step. Not the tax rate itself, not changes to the tax rate higher or lower, but the rationalization of the holding period. Like, for example, in the US, across asset classes, it does not matter. The holding period to be able to eligible for long-term capital gains tax is 1 year. So it's simple, it's flat. Could we see something like that? If something were to happen, tax experts agree that that is the place to start. Whether tax rates themselves see changes, I think this is something on which opinion remains very, very divided. As I said, the purpose of this piece is not to say that nothing is going to happen. Something may well happen, but I think history shows us over and over again that over-obsessing on this is, I think, pretty futile. We will find out on the 1st of February. Back to you guys.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for that. So that's your prep for the day, for the week. But with that, it's enough of work. Now time to enjoy your weekend. Thanks a lot, folks, for joining us on Editor's Roundtable. Have a great one. Do stay tuned in to CNBC TV 18 for more news and updates.